Okay, I think we're live streaming. I'm just gonna put the message out on all the social media, and we'll get into it.
Introduces Marvel's Avengers Age of Ultron in cinemas April 23rd. Grab a limited edition V and play today at marveluniverse.com.au.
Alright, I think we're live. Avid Andy, hey, how you going? Hopefully. I don't know if I will be able to, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, so first things first, I want to turn off all the sounds because they're annoying as all hell. Do that, just lower the volumes in here. Just drop them right down. then it doesn't matter so much. See if the game's still running as well. It's been a few days since I opened this project up. Alright, first thing I notice, keyboard input's not working. Let me get my gamepad out. Hey everyone! Dragonbane, how you going? For anyone who's interested, today we're listening to music from James Lando. I got permission from Landino? Maybe Landino? I think it's Landino. He's a DJ who makes game music, I suppose, remixes and things like that. So today we're listening to that music because that means when the video is over, I should be able to upload this to YouTube and not have any problems. But that will be tested this evening, I suppose. I'm not bad, Dragon. How are you? I'm just making sure the game still runs. It appears to. Oh man, that screen shake is freaking crazy. So I figured we'd rework the game a little bit today. Being a weeknight and all, I probably won't be around for too long, but I should be here for at least, you know, a couple hours. We'll rework the game a little bit. I've got a graphics asset pack that I'll be using. Something that looks a little less generic. It is... it doesn't come with a name. I can't remember the name, but basically got some nice, you know, some death poofs. There's death poofs there. Various attacks. I only need one of those, and different poofs for when other things explode. Magic hits, and what else have we got? We got enemies, a few enemies, maggots and flowers and things of that nature. They don't have as many frames of animation as I'd like, but they do exist, which kind of means that we can use them. Got the giant boss crabby, hammer crabby. What else have we got? Got some decent tiles as well. These are sort of nice. They look much better when they're being used, so we'll have a look how they go. They're 32 by 32 size tiles as well, so they work in our game quite nicely. And characters, got a few characters as well. They have idle states and attack states. Also, if I just like randomly go silent for a second, it's because I'm eating coconut, and I'm muting my microphone so you don't have to hear the eating noises, because that would be disturbing. Alright, let's do some work. Create a new set of sprites first of all. Main characters. Character 1. Which character should we use? Can't see these actually. They're actually really good assets, or fairly good at least. I think they look alright. Let's make our main character not the orc. Coxie! Hey, how you going? Let me just have to whoops! That's not what I meant to do. How do I make you a mod? Ah! Sorry dude, I unmodded you, now I can't figure out how to make you a mod again. There we go. I think you're a mod now. I didn't realize it kept your mod status from the last one. We're gonna go with the old man. Character number 2. Actually, no, I just changed my mind. Character number 6. The blue one. 6 frames of animation. Should be good. Oh shit, that's supposed to be down as well. Oh shit. Is she alright? Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. Oh well. Not as bad as it could be. That's good news then. Alright, let's pull in the new character. Next frame is number 3. Oops, that's horizontal. Number 3. There we go. I sent to that. Did I send to the other one? Yeah, I did. Let's just make sure that those new frames work. Okay. That's much better. The animation frames, I think, look a lot better as well. The other thing I need to do is reset their default. The idle animation needs to be frame number 1 for this one. The last set I was using was frame number 2, so I'll just change that real quick as well. So step event, let's have a look. What can we do here? Image index equals 0. That's the one. What do you think of the new chat window, guys? You a fan? Oh, I forgot to get out of Skype as well. Yeah, I uploaded a few. Well, I think the Twitch automatically uploaded a video of the game to YouTube, which I didn't realize had happened, and then a bunch of people were like, "Oh no, it doesn't work in the US." So yeah, that was kind of a bummer. The other reason I added the chat window was so when I did upload this to YouTube, people wouldn't be like, "What is he talking about?" Because in the last one, yeah, I was just randomly talking and no one had any idea why. Context is completely missing. Okay, that's our player done. Let's, I don't quite know how I want to do this yet with the level. I haven't really decided how it works. So I was thinking of reworking the game a little bit, making it so, I don't exactly know, to be honest. I'm just sort of winging it. Because I've got this art pack now, I was thinking of something to do with these chests. So maybe monsters are guarding the chests, and inside the chests is gems. You break the chest, and out comes all the gems. I don't really know. I was still a little bit... yeah. And so the coins will just be scattered around the map, maybe? Or maybe the coins are lives? Chris! Hey, how you going? Good to see you again. I think for now what I'm going to do with this level is just manually draw it on until I can build a better what do you call them? Procedural level generator. This is tedious, but I'll just do a little bit so I can see what it looks like. There we go. And we'll just make a little... I quite know how you do this actually. There we go. Oops. Something like that maybe. I've done a few of them before. I figure out which tiles go where as well. Kind of a pain. I think we did 2 Unity dev videos. Oh fuck! I'm just gonna do this for now. Wasting my time. Right, so I think the new grass doesn't look as good, but it'll do for now. When you're online. Sorry, man. I really only can get online when I have time because of work and stuff like that. You know what? I've just decided that this new grass looks like absolute shit, but whatever. I think we're gonna have to use it since it's in the same style as the graphics pack. That is kind of a pain. I'll show you what it should look like. I just suck at map editing. Here, this is what it sort of should look like. It should look pretty good, I'm hoping. I just got to figure out how to use it properly. It looks better on this page than it does in the game. There you go. All good. Yeah, Dragon. That's pretty much the go. I just didn't want to waste. I don't want to waste time making maps on the stream. It'll be a pain. And besides, I'm going to change it later anyway, so that it'll procedurally generate itself. Yeah. No worries. I'm just thinking while I eat this coconut. Hey, how you going, Hybo? Not really a follow-up. It's the same game, but I'm just, you know, streaming on it randomly, I suppose. I have a bad hangover. been partying too hard on like a what day is it? It's Wednesday, on a Tuesday evening, eh? If home direction is greater than 2, why did I use direction? I should be point distance. Pretty sure that's supposed to be distance. Oh no, that's right. That's right as it is. Ah, bloody hell, what a pain. Okay, let's duplicate the ghost. Make a slime. And give it idle. Yeah. Be an interesting job, eh? Okay, just gonna turn them all into slimes for now, so I can test out these new sprites. Because I need to update I need to change the way the animations work. Alright, so they work fine. Let's, cool, should I develop games during the day and party at night? Yeah. Sounds like the way to go. For me, I just work in the day and then work in the night, so... Sounds a lot better. Alright, so the slime, we're going to turn it into aroma. How do we do that again? Let's check the bat. Is roaming equals true. So just change a flag on the NPC, turns them into roaming. Is roaming equals true. Basically, the concept, as far as I understand it so far, you basically take the coins and try not to die. It's going to be a rage game, so if you get hit once, that's like game over. You're dead. Is roaming this underscore. Yeah, so basically it's just sort of a rage game. The coins are spawned onto the map and then they're defended by the slimes or, you know, random monsters, and you basically got to get them without getting hit once. And if you get hit once, it's game over. So it's like a skill game sort of. You can win. There are ways to not get killed. See, like I'm doing fairly okay now. I don't know why your text is red. I thought you did something to make it red. Alright, so... that worked. Now I need to change its... the base object, got to change a little bit because before it was working with like multiple sprites. I need it to be, let me just double check with the others. Ah, that's cool. How do I turn that off? Set highlight keywords. There we go, delete. Cool. I don't want it to highlight if someone says my name. That'd be really annoying. Attack, death, idle, move. That's all good, man. You can say it now. Without it, I turned it off. Ah, that's a cool feature. I just turned it off. Alright, I've changed my mind about how this works. This system doesn't work for the... Damn it, that's annoying. I need to make it so that the NPC object itself controls its own animations. That's a pain in the ass. Alright, so if it's a roaming monster and the player is closer than the firing distance plus equals player X, what I can do is I can optimize this just a little bit and say player can use it if you get more viewers equals 0, player Y equals 0, and then I can say optimize this slightly, pull that down there like that, take that out of these condition statements. Then I should be able to say something like if ABS player XX plus ABS player YY is greater than 0, that means we are moving, otherwise we're not. So I can say sprite index equals sprite moving, otherwise it is sprite idle. There we go. Let's just define those in here. We say sprite... Shit, what did I call that? Sprite moving. I don't want to call that. I want to call it sprite moving and then sprite idle. That should allow us to change it at like runtime. So sprite moving equals sprite unknown, and then do the same for idle. Then I'll make each object define its own sprites in this create event, like I was doing before, but slightly different now. So sprite idle, sprite moving, sprite slime idle, sprite slime, slime run. There we go. Hopefully that should make it so that the change... Oh fuck. What's wrong with that? Capitalize the Y. Noob mistake. There we go. Hopefully that makes it so that the player... Sorry, not the player. The sprite change... Yeah, see now they jump when they run after you. That's better. Why aren't they going home? They should go home. That's weird. They're not supposed to just stop and stay there. They're supposed to actually go back to where they came from. I think I've broken something here. Ah, that's why. Home XX. So maybe I change this even more. Change it to target. That way I can make it more generic and use it for both the player direction or the home direction, which is where they came from. There we go. That should fix that up. How's the music today, guys? Yeah, Avid. I'm a software engineer. That's my 9 to 5. That's why I don't really have so much time. Well, I do have a bit of time, but like after I finish working, I've already been you know, developing software for 9 hours, so most of the time I don't want to stop work and then go work again. But I do half the time anyway, so. Sitting on the couch with the Game Boy, getting into a copy of Pokemon Blue. Those were the days. Okay, that seems to be working better anyway. Now they go home. Yeah, it's good fun. I like it. It's a good job. Just gets a bit stressful when you're doing it 24/7, 7 days a week. Yeah, Pokemon Blue. I remember like my save game on that had like 170 hours. Nowadays I play a game, I get to like 6 hours and I'm like bored already. Game Maker your main program then? Or, you know, no Avid, I write anything and anything. I actually built this game in Unity the other day. I'm just building it again in Game Maker. I'll show you the Unity version. Everyone here has probably already seen it, but I'll show you quickly. This was the Unity version. Pretty much the same thing, just a little less developed than the current version. There we go. But being a 2D game, I work faster in Game Maker, so I just decided. Oh god, yeah, that'd be horrible. One mistake, an entire country melts down. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, pretty stressful. Right, so that sorts this guy out. I'm gonna delete the ghosts and the bat now because we don't need them. We've got the slime. Does the slime come with any like death animations? No, see the slime didn't come with death. Of course it did. Don't want the zombie in the game. You know what? I've actually decided. This is probably a horrible stream to be watching, but I've decided that I want to write all of my logic for movement . Yeah, I know what you mean, Coxie. My biggest problem with it is that there's so many games coming out, all having like ridiculous levels of hype, and they're all just average games. So it's like, what was that last one? Bloodborne. That was hyped like hell. Everyone wants to play Bloodborne, and then you play it, and it's like, this is just an average RPG. Public test server for a nuclear reactor. Oops, that one melted down. Let's not do that in production. Alright, so I'm changing the way this works again. I'm putting all of the logic to make things happen inside of each NPC because I want each NPC to have a different kind of logic. So going the whole object-oriented route just it works, but it's not going to work fantastically. just delete those events now. They're not even needed. There we go. Now, hopefully that still works. Okay, that didn't work exactly. I think that's because I need to set the slime idle. Run. Yeah, the last place I worked, it's quite funny actually. We were doing, I can't say too much about it, but we were doing data. We're basically processing data to do with fuel and vehicles that you get from like petrol stations and stuff like that, just to calculate, you know, average lengths of service and things like that for different vehicles. Anyway, BP, the petrol company, decided one day that they would just change the format that data was sent to their ingest servers, and they gave all the companies 1 day notice. They changed from CSV to XLSX format. So we used to send up a CSV to an FTP server, and their ingest server would basically pull it down and then start processing it. And then overnight they decided that they were changing to XLSX files with a different format and a different. It even had like the BP logos and all sorts of shit in it. And this is supposed to be an API. It was, yeah, that was horrible. So then we started calling our testing method the BP method, because we would just dump stuff in prod. So that became the BP testing method. It's just to dump your program into prod and hope it works. Alright, that's better. Now I want to use these guys here. Ramen Cat, how you going? I know what you mean. Idle, move, attack, and then death. Cheers, Avid.
Suddenly I think I'm on the phone. Suddenly I think I'm telling a story, but I'm not.
Alright, I kind of feel like I want to get this procedural world up and running.
I'm just dancing.
I'm going to shoot myself in the foot by saying that, because then it'll be expected in the final version that there will be a procedural world.
I'm just sleeping.
But I think we got to do it.
I'm just raving. I'm just repeating. And on, and on, and on, and on.
The thing I hate about procedural worlds is that they just, this tile set's not even in a, oh fuck, this is going to be a nightmare. Oh. Yeah, I just changed my mind, Dragon. I was just like, you know what? Yeah. Procedural world? Nah.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Alright, I'll do a basic implementation of it then. We won't have any auto tiles or anything like that, but we'll get something working. Sorry about that. Dragonbane's like, no. Alright, scripts. Simplex noise, that's the one we need.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave,
Okay,
repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
So I don't take credit for these scripts at all, because I didn't write them.
Repeat. Eat, sleep,
But they
rave,
work,
repeat.
which is fantastic.
Rave,
It's
repeat.
more than you can ask of a third-party script.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
That it works.
Sleep, rave, repeat. Eat,
So
sleep,
I'm just going to pull that in.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
There we go.
Sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep.
Close that one off. I'm going to pull this off to my other screen. I'm going to do it in two screens. It'll be easier. So basically, these simplex scripts are a Perlin noise algorithm that I didn't write. Someone else wrote these, and they work, and it saves you a lot of time. So I'm just going to use them. They're on the Game Maker forums, so if you search for simplex, you'll find them. If you're ever wanting to do some sort of Perlin noise-based pseudo-random world generation stuff. And there we go. Yeah, it is. Okay, so how did we do this? I'm pretty sure somewhere you've got to call simplex in it, so let me just double check how I was doing it before. My system event called randomize. No, that didn't do it. World generator. Here it is. Ah, simplex init, that's the one. Right, so my system game state event create, we just call simplex init to initialize our pseudo random generator. Should be right. Just save that, make sure that works. Simplex init. Yeah, so good. I think Game Maker's going to chuck a hissy fit about this. It doesn't. Ah, it's because I spelled it wrong. Simplex. There we go. Make sure it still compiles. If it still compiles, then everything's good. Everything is good. Right, so next thing we need to do. I'll add BG auto task. Right. So that's my game state. Then we need to have a. I'm just going to create a group called old scripts for now. Just throw all these in there. Not actually. I am using them, but I don't know what I want to use them. If that's the right way to use them yet. So let's create a new script called generate world. There we go. And after we've set up simplex, we just call generate world. There we go. Now the generate world script is going to go. Now I'm going to remember how this stuff works. Generate chunk. Here we go. Alright, so there's a bit of a hack you need to do with this simplex stuff, but I'll show it to you now. Cheat equals big number. There we go. Now I'm going to say for xx equals 0. Well, xx is less than, say, 100 for now. xx plus plus. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to go into the whole like generating of chunks and things like that. I did that in the Survival Island live streams as my generate chunk function. So yeah, it takes. That was like way too much work, and it didn't work very well anyway. I'll admit that it was kind of shit. That's why I sort of slowed down development on that, because it needs a lot of fixing in the current state. Oops. Let's make this window a bit smaller and pull it over here. There we go. Okay, so nval is going to be our height map. Fractal Brownian motion plus cheat. Actually, we don't need cheat for this one because we're starting at 0 anyway. So we can get rid of cheat. There we go. Now, argument 4 is the gain. 5 is the frequency and 6 are the octaves. So I need to find my generate script, my generate chunk actually. What did I pass in for those? Missing semicolon where, sorry? Alright, let's find some good values. Here we go. 0.01, and then 1. So, 1 for the frequency. I think that's what it was. No worries. 0.01 and then 1. That should do for now. So the next step, now that we have nval, is just to multiply it by 255 and put a color on the map. So let's do that. How am I going to do that? What I'll do is I'll say... Geez, I'm trying to remember how to do all this. It's been ages. Generate chunk. Tile add. Right, that's what I was doing. So I'm gonna make a background BG test. Ah, no worries. Yeah, sorry, I set the delay kind of big so that it's I can stream in high quality and so I can stream in high quality and it doesn't lag because, you know, Australian internet is shit. Users tile set 32 by 32. BG test tile. There we go. Now I can say tile add background BG test tile. Let's just say 0 0 32 32 x multiplied by 32 y multiplied by 32, depth of 100 for now. Right, first of all, let's just make sure that that's working. We need to be able to generate tiles and put them onto the map. Okay, that's working because I just made a white tile and it worked. The other thing we can do is say, oh god, yeah, I'm with Telstra as well. Thankfully, it's Telstra NBN. Well, it's Telstra Velocity, which is like the NBN, but it's shitter. Tile size equals, let's just say 4 for now. This will make sense in so many seconds. Now I've got to remember how to use my tile functions. F1 tile set blend index color. I got that powerful uni internet. You bastard. Powerful 1 gig fiber. Test tile equals that. Now we can say tile. Man, no NBN for anyone for the next, like, 7 years. And by that time, the government will be like, shit, we should have put the NBN as it was properly when the rest of the world is on, like, gigabit fiber. And we're not. Make color RGB. Now, I think nval is normalized. Actually, a good question. Let me say, I need to do another quick test as well before this works. If nval is less than 0 or nval is greater than 1, we need to see what the value is. Show debug message string nval. I just need to make sure that it's a number between 0 and 1. And that it doesn't go outside of that, because that's important. That's right, it does go outside, see? We've got all these negatives, only for a few of them though. So we need to say, in order to normalize that, I think we need to say nval equals nval plus 1 to put that above 0. and then divide it by 2. Yeah, that sounds right. Now let's check. That's better. So nval should be normalized now, and I'll just double check that. The grass. Yes, I know, the grass is shit. Hopefully it'll look better when we have more tiles. Alright, so nval is now a number between 1 and 0. Sorry, 0 and 1. So it's normalized. Now that means that we can multiply it by 255 to get RGB colors. So 255 multiplied by, sorry, nval multiplied by 255 3 times should give us a grayscale. Now we can see what the terrain will look like. Or not. Why didn't that work? Ah. Test tile, yeah, that should work. Didn't we just confirm that that worked? What did I break? Let's try this. Tile, set, blend. Test. Ah, it's not. Is it? T is tile add, yeah. Test tile. Red. Let's see if this works. Oh, you know what it is? I made it 4. Let's just try 10. Wasn't coming into our screen. There we go, there it is. Because the map is freaking huge, so I need to move the player like this guy and this guy. Can I select those both? This is Game Maker, so it's a bit. There we go. Drag them both up here. Oh, that didn't end up working, but I just pulled him over here anyway. I'll just center the guy over here somewhere. Go back to 4. So this is going to show us, this will basically show us like a red square. That's what I expected. Make it a bit smaller. Basically what I'm trying to do is get a square to show what the map will look like. So now we can set the color as a grayscale. And we should have terrain. There we go. So what we need to do now is decide how this works, like, exactly. So what I think we'll do, let me get a snipping tool up, is these sections of white, so from like here, this sort of shape, like that. This will all be grass. Okay. This will be lava, or like the rocky looking tiles. So the darker the color gets, the more close to lava it becomes. And then what we'll have is like these really high points will be like snow tiles. So like this. There we go. So that should be snow. And this is how we do like basic terrain generation. Alright, so what we do, because these are numbers between 0 and 1, and at the moment I'm just representing them with a color, we can then sort of clamp it basically and just say something like hard, like if nval is greater than or equal to 0.7, then it's going to be grass. So we'll just say, what I'll do is I'll just use colors to describe this, right? So this is going to be grass, so I'm just going to say sea green, right? But let's say it was higher than that, so let's say it was like, I don't know, 0.79, then that's going to be snow, so we'll say sea white, yeah? So now we've got grass and snow, then we'll just do the other side of that, which is the lower side. So say if it's less than 0.2, then it's going to be like lava, so I'll just say see red. Let me get rid of this one here. There we go. Now let's have a look what this looks like. There we go. So I've got that probably the wrong way around. See white greater than or equal to... Huh? I've got that the wrong way around. Oh, I'm missing a whole section, sorry. Less than or equal to... I gotta do this the proper way. Alright, let's see. Put this in the right order. Less than 0.2 is lava. Nval greater than 0.20 or less than 0.7 or less than or equal to 0.7 or greater than 0.7 is going to be snow. There we go. And I'll just change it to equal to. There we go. That should be better. There we go. So now we've got snow and grass and no lava. What happened to the lava? Hey, how you going, BitPie? My number might have just been too low. Let's confirm that. No, it wasn't. What have I done wrong here? I'm doing something like obvious and wrong. I did the or. It should be an and. Yeah, so if it's greater than 0.2 and it's less than 0.7, then it is grass. Otherwise, it is lava. There we go. Basic terrain generation. And then what you do is you just, instead of doing, you know, tile modifications, you would stick all of this data into an array, and then repeat tiles onto the map based on what the array says. So the array would say like T grass or T lava or something like that. There we go. Let's pull that down there. Alright, the other thing you can do as well is these values here. You can modify those a bit. Set like 0.5. Let's have a look what happens. There you go. So you can create more randomized terrain. 0.3. There you go. This would be good for like a golf course simulator. All the white bits could be courses. I think that'll be pretty good. I like the way that looks. The only thing I'd change about that is I want less ice. So I'll increase these numbers here. That's our ice factor. There we go. So there's less ice. I also want a bit less lava as well, so let's make that 0.15. We basically want the majority of the map to be grass. There we go. So now we've got like even patches of grass and thing. The only thing left to do is change tile size to 32 and then run the game, and now we should have a map of tiles. There we go. So now you can see we've got proper tiles, sections of the map as well. Bits of lava. Obviously it's all prototype graphics. There we go, so we've got some snowy sections. Then what we can do to make this a little more... I can't remember what I was going to say. Forgot. Yeah, so basically what we need to do now is put the tile in the right spot. The name of the chat add-on, I'm using, what's it called? BTTV. There you go, better Twitch TV. No worries. The way I got this working in OBS. This is turning into like an OBS, an OBS tutorial. I'm using OBS to capture the screen right now. The way I got it working was I've got this. I'm not gonna put the whole screen on here because it will end up repeating itself like infinite times like that. So what I've got is the live stream chat, which is just an image that I made, just a transparent image, and then I've got this here as a window capture, which is actually capturing a sub-region of this window here. And then all I do is I layered them up so that you can see Twitch chat. Here we go. Select region C, so it selects just the region of text, and then yeah, I positioned it together on top inside my stream. There you go, basic Twitch chat tutorial. And then plus I can see this on my second screen, which is really good because I can see the chat with, you know, big letters, and it's... Oh, sorry, and the other thing is this little cog. If you click this, you can click unblacken chat. It's gonna look horrible for a second, but basically that's what Twitch chat normally looks like. But if you click this black chat chroma key, then it goes like this. Oops, there you go. It goes like that, so that the chat has a black background. And then in OBS, you can say chroma key, so use color key, and then you use black, and then what happens is the black goes invisible, so you only see the text. There you go. So I can make it transparent. There you go, there's a brief OBS tutorial for everyone. I only found that out the other day. I was really happy. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. Right, so what I was doing is... This is where we can set the position in the tile set. So instead of using blend mode, we say... Get rid of this now because we don't need that. It's our test code. We've established the areas that should be what. Now we can say, for this being lava, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tiles across. So I'm just going to say 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 down. So I want the 8th by the 8th. Now I say tile add. Now I know which tile it is, so it's 8 multiplied by tile size, then 8 multiplied by tile size. There we go. And we want to add it from BG tile set. There we go. Actually, no, I probably should make that with an underscore because I prefix everything. There we go. That one there should have an underscore as well. BG grass. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep. My OCD will be like, no! You can't name a tile like that! Right, so now for grass, we do the same thing. Except this time it is 2, 0 and 1, so that should be 1. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that should be 7. Which means that this one here should also be 7, 7, because I wasn't counting from 0 before. And now the snow, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that should be... That should be 5 across. And 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 down. There we go. Now save and run, and hopefully we get some sort of generated looking map, or an error. One of the two. Can't get why. What is going on? That looks all good to me. Let me just check what the error was. I didn't actually read it. I just closed it. What? Yeah, I know what that is. What line? Can't get YY. Variable YY. Did I change the name of variable YY or something? No. What did I break? Let's comment these out until I find the one I broke. Right, Right, so that one breaks it as well. Let's just confirm that that was actually the broken part. Nope. Ah! What an idiot. I've got like a line of tile set add at the top of the file. There we go. Right, so basically all we did is we generated random noise, normalized the values that came out of the generator between 0 and 1, then we sectioned them off, so saying that anything less than this is equivalent to, say, lava, anything between this is grass, and anything above this is snow. And if all is well, everything is not well, what's the problem now? Tile size. Did I spell that wrong? I deleted it. That's what I did. Tile size equals 32. Right. If all is well, then we should have a working, procedurally generated map with lava, grass, and snow areas. There's some snow area. There we go. Black magic. Black magic procedural generation. I guess we got lava areas. The only thing left to do is to like actually put the borders around them, but I'm not going to do that because that's hard. Auto tiling is harder than procedural generation. That's a topic for another day. Anyway, so getting back to what I was working on, let's bring back the initiate room function. Now we should have a procedural map, random every time, with coins and slimes that try and kill you if you steal their coins. Steal this guy's coin. Oh. Oh. Oh man, almost got hit by that one. Oh shit, I was running out of the slime. There we go. Starting to come along now. It's starting to look pretty good. Fuck, he hit me. Enfinhand, how you going? Thank you for confirming my chat is working. I was worried that my chat screen was broken because no one said anything for so long. Oh, it's a gold coin! It's 2 gold coins! I wonder if I can get it without dying. See, this is where I think the game would be pretty fun as it is. You gotta like run in there and steal these coins without dying. Fuck, I'm way dead. I died over and over again. Alright, let's try this one. Oh! No, I think I got hit. Yeah, I got hit. Let's try that again. That was the way in. No. Hit 5 times. Is this a Sonic song? No, this can't be Sonic. Where's my SoundCloud? It is! I knew that familiar tune. I wonder if we need to be zoomed up even more. I wonder if that's even enough. Maybe that's why it's, you know, maybe we need more zoom. 320, what's half of 360? God, I don't know. 180? Yeah. I should have just taken the 0 off. 18 times 2. Now see, I think that might be too close. Just a little bit. Give me your... Ah, fuck. Alright, let's have a public vote. Who thinks the camera resolution is better like this? And who doesn't? Just say if you think the camera is better like this or zoomed out. Yeah. No? Alright, I might zoom it out then. Okay, next monster. Let's bring in... Who should we bring in? Not the king crab. Let's bring in the plant, I suppose. So the plant will live in... Plant can live in... trying to think where. The shit, I forgot the name. The lava biome thing. Let's make a new group. Call this maggot plant. Plant death, plant shoot. Create sprite. Sprite. Maggot plant. Idle. Create from strip. Let's pull in the... Maybe 3 plant death. Let's bring this one in. These are 48 by 48. No, they're bigger than that. 64, 64. And there is 6 of them. There we go. Okay, now the idle animation, I suppose, should just do nothing. That looks better. Idle. Good enough for me. Duplicate that. Create another one. Same strip. Same settings, except this time he explodes. Maggot plant spawn. Center that one as well. Duplicate the slime. Object maggot plant. There we go. Pull in the maggot plant idle sprite. Now this time he is going to have no fire AoE and no fire speed. Actually no, he will have a fire AoE and a fire speed. But no projectiles. It's not roaming, doesn't need to move, doesn't shoot projectiles, doesn't need to know any about that. So we'll say sprite idle equals sprite maggot plant idle, and then we'll say spawn equals sprite maggot plant spawn. There we go. The fire speed needs to be longer than this as well. It needs to be 3 300 plus. Actually, no, we'll keep it exactly the same as it was. I have an idea. Now, alarm 0, we will do something with this. This is fire projectile. Evil message fire. Except this time we're not going to create that, so we'll just get rid of that. Spawn a maggot. There we go. And then the step event, we just say, actually, you know what, we can optimize this one a little bit, because we only need to know about its distance, and it doesn't do anything in step, so we can just pull that into the alarm, and then delete the step event. Perfect. Now let's change our spawn defender script so that it spawns 50/50 a maggot plant. There we go. Now maggot plant will spawn maggots, that's the idea. Let's just make sure that's working. And I see a maggot plant already surrounding a bronze coin, so it looks like it's working. Oh man, I think I got that gold coin without getting hit. Let's see if I can get this one. Oh, I got it without getting hit. Mad skills. Let's see if I can get that one. No, I got hit. Alright, let's see if I can get this one over here. Nope. They're brutal. Nah, you can't get them. They're way too hard to get. Alright, anyway, back to what I was doing. Now we need to bring in the maggot, which is going to be... You know what, I'll put that under the maggot plant. Create a group. Maggot. There we go. And we'll pull in the maggot. Maggot launch and maggot move. Yeah, we'll just pull them both in actually. Sprites. There we go. Then this one here, sprite, maggot, launch. Ah shit, that's not how it works, is it? Create from strip. There we go. 4, 4, 16, 16. There we go. And then sprite, maggot. I've got a cool idea for these maggots, by the way. Maggot, move. Edit sprite, create from strip. 4, 4, 16, 16. Perfect. There we go. Center. Right, so now we need a maggot object. This is so weird saying that so much. Actually, that is... Delete that. Duplicate the slime, actually. Actually, no, never mind. Just create an object. Object maggot. Parent it to the defender base. There we go. And give it the maggot launching. Maggot launch. Here we go. And then create event image speed. Image speed equals 0.2. I think that's what I was using for this game. And then also set an alarm. Alarm 0 equals 20 plus random 60. There we go. And then in that alarm, alarm 0, we just say sprite index equals sprite maggot move. There we go. Like that. We also need a state. Actually, not call that one. Call it chase equals false. There we go. And then when that alarm fires, we'll say chase equals true. And then in the step event, we'll say if chase the player, else move in target direction. Okay, so now we need a create event that says direction. Just say, yeah, target dir equals random 360. And then we'll say xx equals length dir x target dir, and then sorry, it's got to be 1 and then that. Just save it for y, and we should be good with that, I think. Length dir y. We can say x plus equals xx, y plus equals yy. So their first phase is to like explode from the center of the maggot plant, basically. If the player is within range, we say repeat. Repeat 4 times. No, we'll say 10 times. And then we'll just say instance create xy object maggot. There we go. Press OK on that. I think. Let's just check what song's playing as well. I think we're listening to some game music here. Let's get the big remix going. Here we go. Right, so assuming all is well, and it never is when you first test something, if we walk up to one of those maggot plants, they should explode with maggots in random directions that then turn into maggots. Somewhat like that. Just kind of gross and cool at the same time. I think we need to randomize their speed as well, so some explode faster, other than others. Target speed equals random 2. So anywhere from, actually no, it should be at least 1 plus random 2, yeah. So anywhere from 1 to 3. And then modify that step function to be target speed. There we go. Now let's find a maggot. There's one. Okay. Kind of gross. This is my favorite song of 2015. Okay, that seems to work. Let's make the chase now. Where's my chase code from the slime? We'll just copy paste it out. Peter. There we go. And then there we go. Just make that. Optimize this a little bit. There we go. Target speed, of course. And now, the final step, I think that should be fine, actually. Where's one of those mega plants? So they should explode out in a circle and then start chasing me. Yeah, they do. That's disgusting and awesome. Is there any more? There's one. Okay. It's Pikmin. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, so we've got them chasing us now. Excuse me. Let's make them face... Alright, here's what we do. We say... Here's a quick hack. I don't know how this would work. trying to think how you could do this actually. Alright, simple one. If x is less than 0, image x scale equals -1. Else, not happy about that. I wanted to write some sort of cool inline thing, but that'll do. Otherwise, it's just 1. Now they should flip their direction. Huh? What's wrong with that? That's what's wrong. Right, now let's see what happens. We'll get the gold coin. Didn't happen. Okay. That'll do. For now, I suppose. That'll do actually. So now we've got the maggots, the maggot plants. Let's just cheat a little bit, make them physics. Give them a density, make them collide with each other. Defenders collide with themselves, make them slightly bigger. There we go. Roof is up. Sky is up. Now I think they'll collide with each other. The fuck? Now they don't even spawn. Oh, you know why? Because they're colliding with each other. In some strange way. Ah, no, you know what I've done? The fuck? What did I do? That's weird. All the code just disappeared. That's there. Add event collision with yourself. Ah, you know why? Because I didn't put anything inside. This happens. There we go. Now let's see if that works. Ah, and of course I made them physics objects, so now you can't just do that, you have to do this. PHY position, no, because they're being represented by the physics engine. That's better. See, now they won't collide with it, now they just like follow you around. Okay, now we need to do something like, if it collides with the player, we need to change them, we need to make them die, basically. So when you collide with the player, we've got the launch, the move, now we need the death animation. Sprite, maggot, death. Center that. Create from strip. These are 32 by 32, and there's also 4 of them. There should be 4. There we go. Center that. So now we need to say add event other animation end. If sprite index equals sprite maggot death, then destroy yourself. There we go. So now what we can do is say, oh, what am I doing? Why am I doing that in slime? Cut. Paste that into here. So now when you collide with the player, we just say sprite index equals maggot death. And then we also say chase equals false. Chase equals false. Moving equals true. Modify that step event slightly if chase and moving, else if moving, else if chase, that should be chase is false, else if moving. Yeah, should be right. Should be right. That should work. Let's find one of those. There he is. And now they sort of just pop. Pop when they collide with you. Their collision circle's too big. Need to make that smaller as well. There we go. Now they can have a little bit of low overlap, but it won't be too dramatic. Now they just pop when they hit you. That's a pretty cool effect. You can't see it on the grass though, which is kind of annoying. And they're red, so you know what I'll do? I'll color that sprite like the same color red that they are. What sort of red are they? Let's pull that onto the... There we go. Let's color it. Images, colorize. Where's their replace color function? There is one, I'm pretty sure. That's right, you know what, I'll just do this. Do it by hand. It's only 4 frames, won't take long. Now we need a darker version. Yep, that worked. Oh my god, I just found that button. I can go forward and back in the frames. What an idiot. Alright, so now they are the right color. Let's make sure that works. Nick this coin over here. Come on, where's a bronze coin defender? On grass, this guy. Huh? Oh yeah, that's better. That's much better. Now at least you can see it on the at least you can see it on the grass. Oh, did I get away with that gold coin? I think I did. Okay. Pretty happy with this actually. It's coming along quite well. You know what? It actually was a really good idea to do the procedural level generation stuff earlier. You know what we need? We need a screen shake when they hit you. Oh my god. That'll be awesome. How was I doing the screen shakes before? Player. When you collide with a projectile. What do I say? With camera target. There we go. That was my screen shake function. You know what? I should probably take that out and turn that into a screen shake function. Let's do that. Create script. Screen shake. That will do my screen shaking, and then I can say screen like this. Screen shake. There we go. Now I can do the same thing when one of these things collides with the player. It's gonna make it way more intense. Oh man. What's going on with the sound? I think the sound may have broken. That was awesome. You know what? Let's turn the sound off. That's a horrible sound anyway. Alright. Let's find one of these nausea-inducing maggot bombs. There's one. I think that might be too intense. Ever so slightly. Oh, actually, you know what's happening? For some reason, it's in an infinite loop. It never ends. It got stuck. What's the problem with that? It's because I did all my timing with it's because I did all my, what do you call it? My camera shaking with a timer. It's alright, I'll sort it out another time, I suppose. For now, I'll just turn it off. Actually, you know what I will do? I won't turn it off. I'll take it out of here and I'll put it into the release, because that makes sense. Just for now, at least. That way it gives it a bit of, like... Why are they still... Huh? That's weird. I swear I just put that in the... wrong alarm. It's got to be in the maggot plant alarm. There we go. So we'll do it here. So it creates a whole bunch of them, then it does a screen shake. There we go. That's a bit more reasonable, I think. Gives them a bit of a tactile feel, you know. It's like, whoa, something just exploded right next to me. I like how you just eat them up while walking into them. Is there any more? Let's find some more. Where are they? There's one. There he is. I'm having more fun playing this than I am making it. Oh man, I almost got away with that coin. Alright, I think they need a timer as well. Like, they don't live for very long. Otherwise, you're just going to have a screen full of, like, maggots chasing you around everywhere. So let's give them a second timer. So they got their first timer, which is, like, how long until they turn into a maggot from their spawn. Let's have another timer. Alarm 1, which says stop chasing and turn yourself into an exploding maggot. And then we say for that alarm, we give them a life that's like a random between, I don't know, 100 and plus 200. So between 100 and 300. Let's find one. There he is. Right, now let's have them. Oh, I think I broke it. You know what I did? I made that first, and that was the problem. There we go. I gave the wrong alarm, the wrong timer. Right, so now they're going to follow me, and they should just explode by themselves. Yeah, there we go. Well, there's a gold coin there, being protected by 4 slimes. Can we take it? Let's take it. No, I would have died, because remember, it's like 1 hit, you're dead. Now, I think when if a maggot touches you, or like explodes next to you, that give you like some sort of status ailment. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Why didn't that one spawn anything? Alright, now let's do a performance test. Let's see how many of these things we can get on the screen at once. I'm actually not doing this for a performance test. I'm doing this because I want to see how it looks. Maggot plants, here we go. Somehow this reminds me a little bit of StarCraft. Alright. Let's see what this looks like. Oh my god. That was insane. Well, so far performance seems to be pretty good. Not having many performance issues. I would have thought with that many on the screen at once it might slow down a bit, but it's alright. Tell you what we'll do, we'll throw the FPS into the GUI, whatever it's called. Let's have 2 FPS. And then FPS real. Plus 15, what's that? 65. 70 and then 85. And here we just say FPS like that. And with this one we say FPS real. There we go. Let's have a look what our frame rate is. Ah, well over 1,000 frames. Drops down to about 500 frames when you have that many objects on the screen. Not too bad. Maintains a solid 60 FPS, so that's what's most important. Keeps the game fun. Alright, what was the other thing I wanted to do? I wanted to increase the player's speed just a tad as well. I think he's a little bit too slow. Let's see if that's any better. I think this speed here is actually just a little bit better. Yeah, now see, that's the right speed. You can get in and get a gold coin and get out without getting hit. that means it's all about skill now. I think we just balanced it. See, they're protecting a gold one. Let's get it. See, I would have died. Let's try that again. See, I reckon if you get hit by one of the maggots, it gives you like a slowdown or something like that. I think I've actually already got the code in there to do a slowdown, so let's make that happen. What was I doing before? If you collided with... that's how it worked. Alright, so let's turn that into a function, I suppose, a script. Let's create a group called debuffs. We'll call this one create scripts slow. Oops. Slow player. And then all we say is with object player, we need to set these variables like this. Right, and then when you collide with a maggot, or when the maggot collides with the player, we can say slow player. There we go. Now the player should get a slow debuff if they get hit by a maggot. Yeah, see, now it slowed me down. But my speed never went back to normal. What's going on with that? Player. Movement speed equals... Let's change this around a little bit. Stat speed equals 3. Sorry, 2.5 was it? No, it was faster than that. It was 3. Pretty sure it was. Equals stat movement speed. Then when we slow them down, that's fine. And then when we reset it, we say equals stat speed. So then we have a difference between the movement speed and the stat speed. So I've been slowed. And then that debuff goes away, and then I can run through the world. That's better. Feels like the game's a lot more balanced now. You can actually win at it without just dying every second. Fuck. So what's the reviews, guys? What do you think about this game so far? I want to know about the game. Are you enjoying it? Do you think there's something else that I should add to make it more fun? If anyone's there. Hey Kazu, how you going? Awesome. Oh shit, they're slowing me down. Once they get you, they don't let go. It's a pain. I don't think it's getting harder. That's the problem though. I want it to get like ridiculously harder, ridiculously faster. So I think the deal with that's going to be when you collide with a coin and it generates one more coin with defender. Let's make it generate 5. So it gets 5. You get 5 more coins on the map every time. Awesome. How are you doing, GZ boy? Bowie? Right, so now it should be getting harder. Every coin I collide with generates... Oh? No more defenders. What? Are they defenders? Yeah, they are defenders. There's only 81 defenders. Did I turn off that script? Oh, I did. That's why. Right, so every time you collide with a coin, now it should generate a new coin and a new defender. No worries, Coxie. Didn't miss too much. Just making it so that when you collide with a coin, it creates 5 more monsters on the field. Even a bronze coin. Oh man, it's getting harder. Just remember that one hit and it's game over. That's the deal. Thanks, Coxie. Right, the next trick, I suppose, will be making it so that it doesn't... Oh, fuck. So that it doesn't generate coins in your view. I don't want it to generate any coins that you can see. Yeah, it already does that, Kazu. Bronze spawns between 0 and 1 enemies. Silver spawns 2 to 3 enemies. And gold spawns 3 to 4 enemies. See, now it's almost impossible to play. I like this. This is good. This was the level of difficulty I wanted to get to. Performance is my only concern at the moment because I'm worried that having so many objects is going to slow it down. Like right now for me it's running at 500 to 600 FPS. I want to know how it runs on some lower end systems because this is like a massive gaming machine. Oh, this gets intense pretty fast. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like there's no point to get the coins, hey? Maybe then coins are time. Like you start off with like 10 seconds, and for every coin you get, depending on the value, it increases the timer. Let's